Prerna, can you believe it's already been 2 months since RCB won the final? Well, I still remember that day. I won 350 rupees. Not bad for just sitting on your couch and picking 11 players, right?
350. That's cute. Dream11 has 3,800 revenue last year. That's a real scoreboard.
Wait, so you're telling me the fantasy app that I use actually makes that much money?
Oh yes, Dream11 isn't just a gaming app. It's India's smartest business play. It starts in a courtroom, not code. Let's see how.
So, let's rewind. In India, gambling is banned in most of the states under the Public Gambling Act of 1867. But there's a twist. This app is state subjective, which means that each state has its own interpretation.
And when the fantasy game arrived, they stuck in a legal limbo. Were the game of a chance like gambling or were the game of a skills like chess or rummy?
And when Dream11 was caught in this storm, its founders, Harish Jain and Bhavik Sheth, weren't just building an app, they were preparing for a legal war.
Ever wondered how Dream11 became India's fantasy sport giant? With a million of fans picking their dream team, Dream11 got a super cool business model that mixes fun, strategy, some serious smarts. From offering free games to everyone to fighting legal battles, splashing big on ads, they have cracked the code to rule the games. Stick with us as we dive into how Dream11 wins its money, share its win, and stay ahead in the India's tricky rulebook. Let's break down how Dream11 makes fantasy sport work in 2025. Imagine everything user pay to play is 100%. Out of that, a huge 75% goes straight back to them as a prize money. Pretty cool, right? But taxes take a solid 27%, split into a 4.5% government fee on earning and 22.5% cut from those winning. Dream11 then keep 25% of itself as a platform share. That's where they earn their keep. Running this big operation isn't free though. Expenses soak up to 22.9% with advertising and promotion grabbing 11.6%. Think big sponsorship and star endorsement. Employee costs add 4.5%, split into 1.8% for salaries and 2.5% for the bonuses and benefits. Then app maintenance and other costs takes up to 6.7% with the maintenance itself and around 1.1 to 2.3%. After all that, their profit just 0.7%, a small but a sweet reward. Let's deep dive deeper into this fun model. Let's talk about Dream11's awesome reach. This platform lets you dive into fantasy sports like cricket, football, kabaddi, basketball, hockey, etc. Plenty to keep a fan hooked. It's majorly based in India, headquartered in Mumbai, with over 200 million users. Has a spread in its United States, United Kingdom, and Australia too. Behind this growth, there are big names like Tencent, Tiger Global Management, Kalari Capitals, who have fueled its journey to an $8 billion valuation. Pretty good, right? Let's explore more.
So, let's try to understand the core legal issue. Fantasy sports were viewed as gambling, and gambling is illegal in many Indian states. So, what is the difference? Anything that involves skill is legal, whereas anything that involves luck is illegal. So, what was Dream11's legal strategy? They took legal action to prove fantasy sports involved skills and not chance, cited global precedents, and used game mechanics like team selection, match prediction, etc. as a proof of skills. But critics argued that predicting a player's performance isn't just luck, especially in a game like cricket, and Dream11 hit back hard. Their legal team built a case that fantasy sports requires deep knowledge, strategy, and research. It wasn't just random betting, you had to analyze player form, pitch conditions, and matchups. So, in 2017, Varun Gambar filed a case under the Public Gambling Act calling Dream11 a gambling company. Dream11 played the skill card, and both the Punjab and Haryana High Court and later the Supreme Court agreed Fantasy sports are about strategy and not luck. Jump to 2019. Bombay High Court hears a PIL by Gurdeep Sachar, alleging gambling and tax violation. Dream11 stood firm and won again. 2020 brings Rajasthan High Court, proving skills prevails once more in a similar situation. In 2021, Karnataka banned online gaming under the Police Act, but by 2022, its High Court overturned the ban, ensuring user right and access. Finally, in 2022, the Supreme Court refused to reopen the 2017 case, cementing Dream11's legal status. So, where is Dream11 still banned? As of mid-2025, usage is restricted in Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Odisha, Assam, Sikkim and Nagaland. These states either define fantasy sports as gambling without a skill exception or require local licenses that Dream11 hasn't purchased.
So Dream11 runs a bunch of different contests like big mega leagues, one-on-one games and free practice matches. But not all of them make same kind of money. So we have a simple matrix to figure out what's actually profitable. We looked at the things like how much games earn, how many users keep it going and the risk involved. Turns out these big contests are a real cash flows, while practice games are keeping users hooked. As you can see in Profitability Matrix, that high potential quadrant, we have freemium model and merchandising, which are expected to bring substantial growth. The top performer quadrant includes entry fees from contestant and advertisement revenue, key drivers of Dream11's profitability. Moving to the non-profit quadrant, data analytics, skill-based game, and international expansion, fantasy sports contribute to platform but are not yet significant revenue sources. Lastly, the underachiever quadrant. We have a subscription model along with the sponsorship and brand deals, which shows limited performance in terms of customer loyalty and profitability.
So, let me tell you how Dream11 can increase its revenue even further. So here's the thing, Dream11 is already killing it when it comes to fantasy sports. But what if I told you they could have leveled up their profits even without changing their core game? Let's talk about customer profiling. Dream11 already has tons of user data. How often someone plays, how they spend, which sports they love, and even whether they are winning or losing.
Using the STP framework to understand Dream11 users. Dream11 user segmentation. Leveraging data like play frequency, spending, favorite sports, and win-loss history, Dream11 segments users for targeted marketing. The RFM model, recency, frequency, and monetary value, helps create precise customer personas from user data. Key customer personas. High rollers, play big in mega contests. Weekend warriors, active mainly during IPL or World Cup. Budget gamers, regular players in smaller contests. Fantasy nerds, dive deep into stats. By applying the STP framework with RFM analysis, Dream11 tailors marketing strategies to unique user behaviors. Understand your audience better with targeted marketing strategies. Discover how Dream11 transforms fantasy sports into a lifestyle. Tailored experiences and smart merchandising elevate every player's journey. Dream11 user segmentation. Dream11 segments users to deliver personalized offers instead of blanket contests, boosting engagement and value for every player. Shop by category or team. Access jerseys, fan wear, accessories, footwear, and home furnishings tailored just for you. User types and perks. High rollers, premium jerseys, digital NFTs, exclusive perks. Budget gamers, low-cost collectibles, extra referral points. Regional contests with local language promotions and merchandise effectively engage Tier 2 and 3C users. Smart merchandising and loyalty. Dream11 boosts profits and user loyalty through smart merchandising and gamification, turning fantasy sports into an engaging lifestyle experience. Dream11 isn't just a game anymore, it's a goldmine of opportunities. Join the lifestyle today.
So Dream11 is the king of fantasy sports in India, but the throne is getting crowded, with players like MPL, My 11 Circle and GameZ fighting for attention. How does Dream11 stay ahead? Now let's break down the Dream11's competitive landscape using Porter's 5 model. Let's break down the competitive landscape of Dream11 using Porter's 5 forces model. First, buyer's power is high and user can easily switch between platforms due to low switching cost. Competitive library is intense with numerous fantasy sports platforms and betting sites vying for attention of users. Supply power is moderate because Dream11 relies on sports data and tech provider, but there are many options available to them. The threat of a new entry is moderate as well, with barriers like regulations and technology. But the growing market still attracts new players. Lastly, the threat of a substitution is moderate while alternatives like betting and live sport present competition, fantasy sport engagement keeps users involved and loyal.
So far, you have seen how Dream11 can grow smarter through customer profiling, loyalty program, personalized mech, and smart regional expansion. With the right strategies, it can stay far ahead of its competition.
But here is something to think about. While Dream11 is legally a game of skill, critics says it feels like a gambling. So where's the line? Is Dream11 really different from actual betting? Or is it just a legalized luck with a better user interface?
Do let us know in the comment section. We would love to hear your thoughts.